baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. See, this team just can't find a way to win. How do they change that today?
I really think it's as simple as put it all in the rear view and just focusing on the here and now. Every pitch, every at bat, just need to lock in on what they can control. Perhaps today is the game it all comes together.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today on the hill, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Ready to go?
Mets 0, Cardinals 0. Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now he steps out as time is granted. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Foul ball there. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now the Mets DH. Way outside, and that's ball 1. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. And here it comes. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. He's out. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Reggie Crawford up now for the Mets.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That's long gone. He sends a rocket to left. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Mets 1, Cardinals 0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Juan Soto now 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. A switch hitter batting right. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Polanco, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
How are you?
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show.
This opportunity is once
back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod on the mound. Christian Scott.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Victor Scott leading things off and takes a strike. And a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. 2 up, 2 down. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. And something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout, and they want to do the same thing. And before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something they definitely could use.
He had a bad day yesterday.
And that keeps the inning going.
So many walks. He wears number 45.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Contreras with a homer in his last game.
Wow.
Foul ball. Swings and misses. Gassed it right by him. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Still behind by a count
He wears
of 1-0.
number 39, and in real life he wears number 45.
Back here at Busch Stadium, top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Luis Robert Jr.
Yeah.
Kershaw back to work. Up the middle, Donovan throws to first, and they take care of Robert for the out.
Batting 7, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
On the ground, right side. To first, and Simeon is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, and here's
this game are you using the updated 2026 Mets roster?
Came out of the gates really strong. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
I don't have bow.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss. I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One out, bases empty. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Jesse Winker stands in now and watches strike 1. That one the other way, and that's just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Tap foul at the plate. This to third, Arenado. Tosses across to first.
Jesse Winker plays for the New York Mets in this game. He plays for the St. Louis Cardinals.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Up the middle, Donovan. In plenty of time to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Number 26. In real life, I think he's a free agent.
2 down, bases empty. Next is the designated hitter. He hit into a double play his first time up. Next offering popped in the air, right field. That gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Reggie Crawford.
So up next for New York, Reggie Crawford. He's already homered here in this one.
Pitches for the Los Angeles Dodgers, not the St. Louis Cardinals.
Going away. Crawford turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
And the 0-1. Up the middle, Donovan. The flip, nicely done for the out. Mets leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Here's the
Cardinals,
shortstop
the
at the plate.
shortstop,
Mason Wynn.
It's why this game doesn't want Clayton to retire.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Freddie Tarnick.
Well, he's a
Freddie
big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Just return Freddie Tarnick is Freddie Peraza, because I don't have Freddie Peraza in this game.
Thoughts on the Mets?
Right now, they are going to face the Colorado Rockies.
And a
Tonight.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The Phillies are now last so far in April, because they got swept by the Braves and they got swept by the
So a man
Cubs.
on base to start
The
the
Cubs
inning.
swept us. So the Phillies
Here's Nolan
are
Arenado.
having a, I think, a 9-game losing
At
streak.
the plate.
Holy
Arenado,
moly.
guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Fastball for a strike. Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the dirt, nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Here comes the pitch.
Next.
Runner breaks for second. Cut on and miss. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to score.
Yeah, let's go. Go beat the Rockies.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Robert on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting. Center fielder, Victor Scott II.
Mets are going for 3 straight wins.
Victor Scott led off the game with a strikeout.
Well, let's hope, sports. Let's hope.
Runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Hit in the air left field. Bench sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the second out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. And a strike.
The 49ers traded down 2 times in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Win on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In the air, right field, Burleson has this one sized up, squeezes it, one down.
Now batting, first baseman.
And now the first
Polanco.
baseman, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So
Luis
here's Robert
Jr.
now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the dirt, blocked. Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Swings through that one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Line drive, caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. This one smoked, could be trouble. Polanco around second. Coming home. He will score.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Gone straight into the visitors bullpen, and they add on. It's 4-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time
Mets
before he's going to connect with
0.
one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now here is Carson Benj. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Benj, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a high
Mets
fly
are
ball out to
absolutely
center.
obliterating the
Scott
St.
under
Louis
it.
Cardinals in this game.
Nabs it, and that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this
4-0
2-run
NYM.
home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss as he was late.
You know, these Cards, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Calls it in, and there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Yeah.
Contreras in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Mets leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Pereira, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
2 out, space is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 4-0. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, John King.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So now here's the Mets DH.
Number 26.
New Cardinals pitcher, John King.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And now Reggie Crawford.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
I got 1 ball,
And the
1
next
strike.
pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at-bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And he swings through that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. In the count 1-2. This to third. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Jesse Winker. Struck out looking his first time.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in, and there are two down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And he's already singled in this game. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that's in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Struck him out looking. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Jorge Polanco. King back to work. Hit on the ground to short. And Polanco is out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Luis Robert
And now
Jr.
it's Luis Robert. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next
1 ball,
offering down
2
to the
strikes.
dirt. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Scott sizes this one up. 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco
At the plate,
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez. That one drilled left field. Into the bullpen and gone. So he goes yard to left. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate
Mets
in this
5,
one. They've got the
Cardinals
long
0.
ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Marcus Semien. Swings and misses.
0-1's the count.
It's 0-1. Two outs. And a base hit.
Now batting, number 3.
So 2 down. Carson Benj up now for the Mets.
Your Giants are in first place in my game.
To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th inning. So now it's Nolan Arenado. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat. That fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
This one popped up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Brendan Donovan. Fought off foul. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And down in order go the Cardinals. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Riley O'Brien. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Riley O'Brien.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. Now time called at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. O'Brien measures 6 feet 4 inches, 180 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run.
Cardinals
It's 6-0.
0.
That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And next is the designated hitter. And first offering is fouled off. That one out to right. Burleson makes the catch, and there's one gone. Reggie Crawford up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Hit on the ground to short. Win. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, left fielder, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And takes low for ball 1. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Soto going after it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The Mets up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. See ya strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs it.
That one ripped. Ranging back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. Herrera on at second with 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. 0-2 now. And that one ripped into right. And no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely.
6 Cardinals 1.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jesse Winker next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
2 outs,
2 strikes.
and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kyle
Number
Leahy.
62.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Kyle Leahy.
And now the first
Leading off
baseman,
for the
Jorge
Mets.
Polanco.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Center field. Scott settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball
Now
game.
batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. 0 for 3 in this one. Lined into right.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Burleson on the move. And it's caught for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Marcus Simeon up now for the Mets. In the air, right side. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn. Now pitching for
Back
New York.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
75.
bottom of the 8th, Reed Garrett.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Everybody been the plug on the source door. Catch me in the kitchen with the shades down, cooking now. Can't blame them, I be raising eyebrows, cause the flames high ingredients, I put them all in Morse code. The Bronx B roads where the grind came from. Ain't nothing I could do with a blindfold. Long days and nights, same gear. Here's what I tell them when they ask me how I got here. Good.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. And foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one high in the air to left center. Soto makes the play, and there's one away. Here's Nolan Arenado. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right side, Benj. He's got it, and there's two away. Next to hit, Victor Scott. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Redbirds down quietly. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Leahy back to work. And first offering is fouled off. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought it was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And that is out of play. Two outs. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and the inning is over. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 6 and the Cardinals 1. Bottom of the 9th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Luke Weaver on the pitch here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Don't you wanna love
And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, outside.
And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Alec
And now the right
Burleson.
fielder, Alec Burleson. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Just
Ball
missed.
inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's...
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Wilson Contreras.
1 out left for the Cardinals. Wilson Contreras. Next up for the Cardinals. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That misses. 1-0. And that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight.
Final,
The
Match
background
6
isn't what you
Cardinals
like,
1.
but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I feel like Joe Moore. I like scoring, I play and set up another. Table for 2, I step out on the shoulder to pick up a pack from my Cartier buffs. It don't really matter the Lord or yo, I'ma turn it to furnace. Snuggle hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is a pack of furnace. Silver daylight, I turn on the burners. Flip a switch for the because you cheer the spice strips. MS 98 size 11, I crush my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger. They matches so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy rigger. I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I ran it up just to give me a monogram. Guess I'm still.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up just the start of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind. Now when you provide your family with groceries, Is that too much? Too much? Then I love you, babe. Real love, real love. Yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family. Oh, baby.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's